just fold it and then just pop it on. So whichever way it goes, I think it goes that way. Yep. Alright guys, the grand final of the West Coast Open 2020. You've got Jeremy Bauer here commentating and Luke Foster helping us out with this commentary tonight.
Alright, the boys are about to lag off. Should be a good match here. Both boys are starting to hit real good form, so hopefully they continue that for the final.
Yeah, definitely. I've picked. I've been a favourite of Luke Anglesey for it from the start, so I'd like to see Angles get the game. But Ben Foster's been playing absolutely phenomenal pretty much the whole tournament. So I reckon this will be a really close scoreline. I'm probably thinking a 7-6 either way. What do you think, Luke?
I think it's going to be a 7-4 to Ben.
Nice.
I just think he's really starting to feel it.
He is. He's playing really well.
But in saying that, if Angles gets off to a good start, then I reckon he can actually go the same way.
Yeah.
And that's going to play
big break by Angles.
That's going to play a big factor in this match. Is the break?
Oh, definitely. Yeah. It's all the matches I've been commentating and watching, not many people have been getting balls off breaks.
Yeah.
It's been quite a lot of dry breaks. So I think Ben would take reds here, just having the cover on that bottom left pocket.
I think he's going to go yellows.
He is too.
Only because he only has that one bad yellow.
Yeah.
Where reds, there's actually more problem balls on reds.
Oh, look at this. Do you think he'll play the yellow double for the middle pocket because you can get the 3-ball plant there, or just bounce it out?
I think that red ball might actually be covering that angle to do that.
Okay.
Oh, it's close.
So you could just bounce it out to the white on the top of the table?
I reckon he's going to cut it back to this bottom right pocket. Like double it.
Yep, double it back.
Yeah. Just try and leave the white up the top end of the table.
You just got to be careful of the in-off if you play that, don't you?
I actually think he might be able to score it enough to go the right side of the black.
Oh, okay.
He's playing under the balls. He would have liked the yellow to come a bit further across.
Yeah.
Probably could have played it a little bit thicker and the white ball still would have taken pretty much the same path.
I think he's got it out enough though, hasn't he? Like, he's got a few balls to get over to that side of the table.
Yeah.
I mean, he definitely would have preferred it more. Angles is going to get his dead red out here. Cheeky little shot, try and push the yellow back in there.
Yeah, it's made the yellow a little bit more tricky.
Well, is this yellow to the middle now? Has he got the right angle to get under there now?
I think it's a little bit too straight, unless he can punch it across, which it looks like he might be doing.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's all he really needed. He's got a chance of getting it out now.
Yeah, he can just cut this across to the right pocket.
If you just cut it natural, you're running into the reds though by the black.
Yeah, so I think he's going to just put just a touch of left hand side on it to run the right side of the red ball.
Yep.
And run down past the black and back up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that's leaving it a bit safer as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
It looks like he's checking up. He is checking up. That's a great shot.
Yeah.
So that was the game-winning shot, wasn't it, really? Now he doesn't really have any more difficult balls. He can play this yellow. That's
It's landed a
under the
little bit
red
tricky. He might actually have to play this
plant.
plant in the middle first, only because he's slightly hampered.
Okay, so the plate final between Alan Brown and Jaisley Diamond. We've just had a score update on it. It's 2-2. So you reckon if he plays the yellow below the red, he'll probably snooker himself. He won't be able to hold.
I don't think he'll snooker himself. He can just hold on the red, and then he'll have to play the plant.
Okay, he's
The
getting
thing is,
someone to
playing
watch
the
the
plant
shot.
that way, it's a little bit harder to actually land on your next ball, because if you cut the one into the middle too much, then the first yellow is going to go close to the rail.
Yep. Yeah, that's perfect. Now he can play the plant.
Yes, this is a delicate shot. You actually need to catch the yellow in the pocket full ball.
Yep.
Because if you actually cut it in, the yellow is going to go on
The
the
wrong
rail.
side of the pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you won't have another pot on afterwards.
So he needs to catch a full ball. Ooh.
I think he
He
has to
might
take
actually-
the outside one
yeah.
now. What do you reckon?
Yeah, see, that was the trouble with that one now. He's actually got quite a hard pot.
So just a bit of bottom, just screw out.
Yeah, just stun it across. It's
He's
there.
cued that well. And he's given himself the right angle to get below for the middle pocket.
Yeah.
Or is he screwing back for the corner?
No, he'll be going across for the middle pocket.
Yeah. This is the thing that I've been seeing Ben doing all weekend is getting the finishes. When he gets to the last few balls, he's always getting the final score.
Yeah.
Where I've seen a lot of people like snookering themselves or not getting on the ball well, Ben has been getting on it really well.
Yeah.
Just like to give a shout out to Alan Brown and Tanya Brown as well. They this tournament was really well run. They've had a bit of help from Adrian and Adele and the Deaf Club to run the kitchen as well. So it's been a real great team effort. But Al and Tan have definitely run a really good competition again. He always gets that bit of top on his break when he hits it.
Yeah.
And he's
Come up
dry.
Okay, looks like Reds are the balls here.
Reds look great, don't they?
They're okay. You got the tough one on the left rail.
Yep. But if you get
Play
rid of
the
this
ones
one now, you can play the double.
Yeah, it opens up the double. Yep.
It just depends on what angle you've got on it, whether he can roll it in and just hold for the double now.
I don't think so. I think it's just
Too much angle?
Too much angle. Yeah.
So it's got to go up table first.
Yeah, I think he'll come up and take this top red next.
Do you always do that? Do you like clear up the top of the table and work your way down?
Try to if it's a easier route. Yeah.
It looks like he's landed straight on that. So I think he wanted to have a bit more angle than that.
Yeah, so he might try and screw back and try and land on the one on the right side rail, because that's also a slightly tricky ball.
Yeah.
So he might actually be able to get down there now on this shot.
Or you could screw back just for the middle of the table and then just play the double. Yeah, screw back to the middle of the table, play the double, and then you'll land on that difficult ball. The white will just drift around there.
Yeah.
If he's landed on the double. It's not like angles to thread away from a double, so he might not have landed good.
Well, that looks pretty perfect to me. I don't even think he actually looked at it at all, to be honest.
Doesn't look like it.
I think he just had a different plan in his head from the start, and
You reckon
that's what he's rolling with.
Yep. Okay. So he's going to screw into it. but then he's got nothing to land
Yeah, I
on
don't think he's going to
afterwards.
screw into it.
No, he's got nothing to land on afterwards. He might just
I
be
don't even
playing it
think
for
he
the
has
corner.
angle to screw into it at the moment. It's a little bit tricky here still. I think he's going to try and pot this and then just softly with left hand side and then play the red that's closest to the two yellows in the middle pocket.
Okay. I was thinking he's thinking of taking it to the corner. So he's going to pot this and play the one up the rail to the corner and just
I
screw
don't know
back.
if it is in the corner. I think that yellow might be close to in the way.
Oh no, I'm talking about the one near the middle pocket on the left hand
Oh,
side.
okay, yeah. I'll play it up.
I think he's talking about playing up to the corner and screwing back for the other red. It's a risk.
No,
I don't like it.
do that because
I don't like I don't like any of his options, to tell you the honest truth.
Yeah.
The double was
It is a
really
bit
the way to
tricky.
go.
If he can.
Better angle. Land
He's
on the
actually
double again.
He's actually landed perfect on this double.
Okay, now he's looking at it. So
Yeah, he'll just
he
be able to soft
wants to
double
hold.
this over. You'll land on both reds here. If you go slightly too far for the one in the middle, you'll be on the one in the corner then to just screw back a little bit and then play the last red in the middle.
Yep.
Which he has gone a little bit too far. He's made the
He's
double
got the
though, so
double.
he'll just play this softly with bottom left hand side and try and land on the red in the middle.
Just having a look to see if it goes corner. He's looked at
Must
it
be
2 or
close.
3 times.
Oh, he's going to play it now. Is he looking at playing it now? Wow.
I don't know why you'd play it now though, because that opens his yellows up. I mean, if he's going to do that, why doesn't he just cut the red in and come around for the above the red?
Yeah, actually not very well
Oh,
on it.
he's
Played
perfect.
That's
Great
a
shot.
shot there.
Maybe the camera just makes it look a little bit more difficult than it is.
I actually didn't even think it went in that pocket. So now he's just going to bring this back a little bit and play the black into the right middle.
Yeah. Yep. Roll in, isn't it? Or just stun off the rail a bit. Yeah.
He's made it, so 1-all.
So Ben actually looks a bit more comfortable out there than Luke does at the moment. Luke seemed quite a bit edgy then on that out. Second guessing himself working around a few times.
Just another dry break. It is. It's hard to find a ball.
Yeah, and nice starting yellow, and the yellows look quite good.
Yeah, it's definitely yellows. The two yellows that are close together, you can actually play the one that's closest to the screen in the middle, and then it opens up the second yellow to the bottom right pocket near the black.
So he's got the angle where he can pot this yellow in the middle and just drift past for the one at the top one of the two yellows together into the middle.
Might do.
Yeah, brilliant. Or a little bit
He's
far.
going to be slightly hampered here, but you still have to. Well, you might be able to just play the one in the pocket
Play on
first.
the one on the pocket now,
Yeah.
and then just come back out for it. It looks like the angle will take the white in between the two yellows. He's just having a look at that now. Oh, he's checked it up.
He's gone a tiny bit too far then. It's just a little bit harder of a pot now.
He can take the yellow to the middle though, the one on the left-hand side. But then he is leaving those till last.
You're definitely taking this top ball of the two together there in the middle pocket.
And then
only because it opens
the whole game up. Yeah. So you got to screw off this then to try and hold.
Yeah. Oh, he's caught both jaws and
it's not a bad leave though. He's left that quite good.
Yeah, Angles does have a starter.
He's on that red. He's on that red.
Yeah, he does have a starter. But it's a tricky layout.
That starter doesn't really get you anywhere though, does it?
It gets you up to these top two reds at the top of the table here, but
what about just covering? Just putting it over? At least that way you get control of the black.
Yeah, it's hard to get it over the pocket. You're more better off just playing it off the side rather than getting it under the black and just covering the black. But
the red just between, the top rail, the red in between the yellow and the red, you can play that just over the pocket. Just roll that over.
That one you're talking about, yep.
Just roll this over the pocket and just get some control.
That's what he's gone for.
I don't think he's got it though, because this yellow comes off that red now.
Yeah, and it looks like he might even have an angle here to come up and play that shot straight away. Just come pretty much near this top right pocket.
That's it. Bounce. So you just got to make sure you catch this red half ball.
Yeah. He's just going to screw off this to land on the yellow that's
yellow
near the middle of the table to the bottom left.
Yep.
And this yellow coming off the red is actually going to open up the pocket for that yellow lowest on the table to the bottom right.
Definitely. If you hit this half ball and you land on that other
yellow,
yellow,
you can't actually screw off it. He might even just top through and play that bottom yellow next into the same pocket.
He's going ball first.
That was always the trouble, going cushion first. I think he had to go straight into the red on that one.
Ball, yeah, half ball, just bounce it out. But I think he might just put this over now. I don't think he's got any real options to break it open and go out. He's playing it like he's potting it. Okay, he's left himself the angle to screw into the black, but I think he can only go into the rail first.
And in the plate final, Lee's on his last yellow. It's 3-all in a race to 4, so he's got 2 balls left.
Yeah, he's landed perfect on that black. You can't see the angle properly from Ben's shot here, so hard to see. He's rolling it in. He's just going to bounce the black out.
Lee's just potted the black to win the plate final against Alan Brown. Well done, Lee.
Well done, Lee.
Good effort, Alan Brown.
There must be a gap under this red.
I think he might be able to go off the cushion off the red.
Yeah, he's played it like he can. Oh wow, it went clean under.
Oh, he's left a good.
He just wanted to hit that red. If he just
there.
nipped the red, he would have got the pot. Luke's got a great ball to go off the black, but he's got too many other balls to contend with first.
Yeah, he's got a couple of dead ones, which
He's got to do something with them.
yeah, I think he actually pot this one now and
Screw to the side rail.
screw to the left side, and then try and get rid of your dead ones.
Yeah. Even if you leave Ben on, Ben can't pot it. He can only really hit into the side of it, can't he?
Yeah, you can sort of double kiss it over the pocket further though, so you don't definitely this shot you really need to pot this.
You have to pot this ball. So he's putting a bit of bottom on it to make sure.
Yeah. So this one you can actually have a bit of a go at and play down the rail, and then top the white through to the bottom rail.
Yeah.
If you get it, then you're good chance to go out. Was he cutting this rail one down now?
He's playing this
I'm
one
not sure
down,
about this.
and they develop at the same time. Yeah. That's a big risky shot to play that.
He has played it really well.
So he can just play this over the pocket and just leave the white safe if he wants. Otherwise he can try and go out. He's got to bounce out to the middle of the table, back to the black spot really, for the red by the black, doesn't he? Just bounce it out to the middle of the table.
Yeah, you don't want to come too far, otherwise it's going to be a little bit tricky.
Right there. Now you can just roll this one
He's
in.
played that well. He might even just play a soft little cannon into the black here, just to hold the white nicely. It will leave himself the perfect angle that way.
Looks if he runs into the black, he'd actually probably be the wrong angle, but I think that's what he's looking at.
No, I think it's going to be pretty much perfect angle.
Now he's going
to have to play the bottom one first here.
Can you roll? Can you run through, or do you screw back? That's the question.
Nah, he definitely has to come back. I think he has to play the two reds into the same pocket here.
Just he's playing on top of the white. Oh no, not now. He's just stunning off it now. Yeah.
It's 2-1 lead to Angles.
It was just unfortunate how he played that ball off the red. You know, could have opened up differently and been a different score.
Yeah, he would have been unlucky to not land it or anything. So
see if he gets one this time. Big break. Here's that top. Okay. Oh, I thought that red was going to cannon the yellow in.
It's not a nice way out though.
So he's got a red. So at least he gets to pick which suit. I don't think yellows are that bad if that yellow goes under the red, you know what I mean? Like you pot the yellow in the middle pocket and then put the yellow under the red and take control.
I actually prefer reds, I think.
Okay. If he takes yellows,
just play
he's
that
got to
one
pot
along
one.
the bottom rail in or over to the bottom right.
Yeah. And then you've got control of the black.
Yeah.
And then there's not really much to do, is there, other than the red by the yellow? It looks like he's going to take yellows.
He might be
like he's
really
going to play the double onto the yellow.
Actually playing a double and screwing the white ball into the red and yellow that are together.
Yeah. He's got to get it though, otherwise it's not yellows.
He got the double kiss. Okay.
Now all the yellows are open and it's open table.
No. Or is it?
Yeah, because he didn't pot a yellow.
Table. Wow.
That's what I was saying, playing that double, he had to pot the yellow, otherwise it wasn't on the suit.
I thought he had one of each.
So.
Yeah, good opportunity here for Angles then.
See, I don't like having that ball on the bottom rail as my last ball. I prefer one of these as being my last. So I'd try and get down there early, or
Yeah,
the top of the
I
screen.
don't actually mind it as your last ball because you're never going to land straight on it. You can just roll it in and bounce. The white's just bouncing out naturally for the black anyway.
Yep. Just going to screw back. He's just got to, this shot here, land the right angle on the outside yellow so he can screw out to be on the right angle for those other two. Oh, he might be on it now. Too far.
Yeah, I think he has
He's got
come
to top
slightly
on and
too
off
far,
now.
so he might just have to top through off the rail now.
Yeah. Or cannon it.
No, I think he would just top through, bounce off the.
I think.
Oh,
I
he
think
might be dead straight and just screw back. Oh,
there you go.
I thought he had a slight angle then. He wanted to come back a little bit further though.
This is the shot. This is where you got to land the right angle to get on the last ball. To have the right angle to get on the black. So he's actually got to screw back onto the rail, doesn't he?
Yeah,
He's got to screw
to
on and
play
off
the
the
one he's
rail here.
one he's closest to.
A little bit further back and he would have been on the other ball and it would have been a lot easier. Okay, he's on it. So he's just going to screw out. So now this has made it a lot more difficult. So you either check it down the middle of the table or do you go around the red?
I think he's just going to check it up slightly. He might not even need to check it and just go straight up the table.
Yeah, around the red.
He's gone around the red.
Yeah. And now, like you said, he's got perfect angle.
Yeah,
just roll this in.
Just roll it in.
Played that with a bit of check.
He's made it. So it's 3-1 to Angles.
It was just an interesting choice of selection from Ben because he didn't pot a yellow, taking that shot on for yellows. That's all. I think the idea of the shot was great because he got all his dead balls out in one shot. If he doubled it, didn't get the double kiss, he screwed into the other balls and opened them all up. Let's watch Angles break here. We'll show you how he throws his body into the break. It's great fun to watch.
Oh, that's a good angle there.
He really gets right into it. You were watching you do it before. You get right into it as well. He jumps into the break. 3, so he's got a red.
That's a nice break. If you go,
Wow, look at all the reds there. Well, look at any of them. Doesn't matter what you go. But I think reds are the way. Pot the red in the corner first.
He's coming up for this top red.
And he's giving himself the angle so he can roll this in and come out to the middle of the table for the other red. Down the middle and then whichever way you want to go about the corners. I'd prefer to take the one below the black last in this scenario.
Yeah, I think so. Just because yellows block your path a little bit coming back across table to the black.
Yeah. Has he got the angle? I think, he's just below the middle, so he's got a bit of angle, doesn't he?
I think he just has to drop that in. He's going to be on perfect angle.
Okay. These are the shots that I can never tell. See, I would think you have to go on and off here because it looks like he's got angle towards the red. And if I tried to roll it, I'd probably be sitting right on the red. But I can't tell.
Yeah, no, that looks almost dead straight, I think.
Okay. That works. It's just now you have to take him the other way around because he hasn't.
Yeah, I felt like just rolling that in would have given yourself a better angle than this.
Too far. Yeah, he's
Oh,
gone too
he's come
far.
too far for either either here.
He's given himself. He can see 3/4 of the red, so it's a small swerve shot. But then you're going to cannon the yellow and snook yourself. So, what do you do? Play off the right hand side of it and just play a little chip snooker kind of
I
thing.
think you have to play the swerve and
hope you get the
hope
yellow.
you get a double kiss on the yellow and the white comes back out.
Oh wow!
Oh,
You
he's
got a
missed
heap
the
on
yellow
it.
completely. Is the white going to bounce enough? Ooh.
Looking at the table, that's not that hard of a cut. But how do you get on the black?
Yeah, it'd be alright if he wasn't here because he'd be able to throw it around with the right hand side and try and pick the gap.
The way
He might have to run the white fully around the yellows and leave himself a long black.
I think he's running into the yellow. I don't think he's gone wide at all. It's a really thin cut.
I think he can get around him.
Oh yeah, heaps.
Oh, he's picked the gap. Oh, he still has a shot on it though.
So he was able to get to the right hand side of the ball, so you got a heap of side on that.
Yeah.
Do you double or do you cut?
I'll definitely cut it.
Overcut it.
Alright, so here we go. A chance for Ben to claw one back.
And you literally just roll this in, roll forward for the highest red, the highest yellow on the table, the one right in the middle.
Yeah, you want to be just high side of it so you can screw back down for
the hard one.
Perfect angle, so you can just screw back off the side rail and then play the yellow that's closest to the black to the bottom right.
Yep. So your last ball's the ball in the rail.
No, I think your last two are the two balls at the middle pocket.
Okay, so you need to land an angle on this to get to the bottom rail. That's enough.
Yeah. Depending how he plays this, he's just going to make sure of the pot here, so he might even come too far to play the rail ball next. He might even play the two middle ones first. Yeah, he's going to have to play the two middle ones first now.
So he can screw back off this one to give himself a nice little drop in off angle for the last ball.
Depending on the angle he has, he might just top through and take it to the bottom right and play both the last yellows in the same pocket.
Okay.
Oh, he's cutting the
cutting
second yellow,
drifting down.
Second yellow here.
Yep. Wow.
Didn't like taking that ball, to be honest.
So if he plots this just with a bit of top, you come back up for the yellow for the corner. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, he has to top through just off the bottom and side rail here and then leave himself the long yellow to this top left pocket.
Yeah. I thought you could do it without going to the side rail, just off one rail and straight up for the yellow.
Yeah, they might be able to do that, yep.
No, you got to the side rail. Perfect. Yep. And then you just back your queuing here. Just 100% pot. Stayed nice and still. That was really good queuing.
Alright, so he's clawed it back to 3-2 after Angles has missed that black.
So we're going to have a little bit of a break for a second. Oh, sorry, Tim. So, Luke, overall, what do you think? Was it been a good comp?
Sorry?
Been a good comp? Were the
Yeah,
groups
no, it
pretty
has.
even?
Yeah, no, it has
Round
been a really
robins
good
went
comp.
alright. I
Yeah,
wasn't here
it's
for the first day, but I watched a bit of it on the stream.
yeah, it's good to have this tournament back on the calendar. It's been off the calendar for a couple of years now, I think.
Yeah,
It's good to have it back. Alan Brown has put it back on the map. Hopefully, it sticks around.
yeah. We don't have a lot of tournaments here anymore, so we really need tournaments like this. This is the kind of experience you just can't get from anything else.
Yeah, that's right.
Massive match stamina and all the rest of it.
Yeah, it's definitely tough.
Alrighty, so we'll watch Benny Foster's break from the side, eh? Oh, so does Benny leap into his break, or does he just cue it? I can't remember. I actually haven't been really following his break.
Yeah,
So
I don't know, to be
again, he's
honest.
another one who breaks from the diagonal.
He definitely puts a bit of body into it, that's for sure.
So I don't see many people break from straight on anymore. Most players break from side on, don't they?
Yeah, yeah, I break from just off straight
Just off straight.
to the right.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you go a little bit right, a little bit left for a particular reason, or do you just mix it up
To be honest, I've broken from the same spot for
forever? Yep.
probably 10 plus years.
Yep. So he's from
I
the
have not changed it.
diagonal. He's at the bottom of the white, but he lifts the cue through as he goes up.
Yeah.
He hits so much bottom that it actually gets top on it. So he's got a ball.
Didn't hit him flush, but he's made a ball.
Three,
Not
six.
the
So
nice-
he's got a
not the
red
nicest
and
of-
he's got two yellows.
Yeah, not the nicest of layouts. I think he's gonna go yellows here.
You could take the yellow that he's closest to on and just cannon into the other yellow. So put it in the middle and just run the white into the other yellow.
I actually think he might even play this yellow closest to us to this top left pocket and run the white into the red and yellow that are stuck together.
Okay, they plant perfect.
Yeah. That's what he's
That's
done.
a great shot.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh, that's actually pretty unfortunate, but he can play like a little screw into the red shot here, where he just plays the yellow across and screws into the red,
Yeah, he can do. He just needs
and
to
then he's got a
control
chance
the
of
yellow.
going out.
The thing is, you're gonna have a pretty tough yellow as your next ball.
Yeah, you're going to be off the rail shooting the yellow in the middle.
You almost need to play it, stun into it with right hand side so the white ball spins off the bottom rail.
That's it.
He's
There we
played
go.
it
That's what he's
delicately.
played.
I actually
So
didn't
now
think
he's
he could play
landed
it
on the difficult
that
yellow
soft.
just past the black too. So he can go whichever way he wants. He's on all three balls.
Yep.
I'd screw straight back off this ball he's looking at now.
Yep.
I assume he's got a lot less angle than what it looks like here, so you just screw off the rail and back out for the middle.
Yeah, he'll just come off the bottom rail with the left hand side and land for the last yellow in the right middle.
Oh yeah, perfect. He did play like a little stun with a bit of left on it. And then if he rolls this in, he shouldn't roll too far, should be nice on the black.
Yeah, should be able to hold nicely for the black. Is he even screwing across to the right for the right pocket, is he?
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
He definitely prefers cueing his balls than playing delicate roll shots.
Yeah, I can't control holding shots. I see you play them
Yeah.
a lot. You're really good at them. You've got good pace control. Good touch.
Yeah, Ben's definitely more of a.
Oh,
Ooh. He's definitely more fundamentally sound and just likes cueing his shots nicely.
yep,
Although he's hopped up on that black and he's missed it and let anglers back at the table.
he has, yeah.
I'm not sure if that plant that he's looking at now is on.
If it
I
is, you're
think you have
putting
to
this
make it
ball
on.
you're closest to and coming up, aren't you? Just going straight to it, or are you using other balls to get there?
Yeah, probably playing it off this first ball.
Yeah, and just go into side rolling up, or go straight up.
I'd put it, yeah, touch a right on it and come straight up.
Yep. And if the plant doesn't go, he'll probably try and land on a ball to develop it. So I think he's going to try and develop it somehow. I think he's gone too far to screw back into it. You might see a nice
Yeah,
little
he's gone too
snooker
far
here.
to play that.
You can play the little snooker where you just push the red over the middle and just
I don't know
leave the
how
white
tight that
snooker.
one is in the middle. If he has it, if he is able to screw off it, the one on the right.
Just stun down and give yourself the angle off the other one to get into those two balls.
Yeah, I
he's
think he
landed
might
too
be a little
straight
bit
off
too
that
straight
too.
on that one as well.
So now he's got to go off up to try and make the plant. He's forcing it. He's forced it. That's a good shot.
It was, but it was slightly risky if he could. If he went a little bit further to the right,
He
you're
was
just
off.
coming straight off the red into the pocket with the
Yeah.
white.
Yep. And now he's got a. It's not a hard shot, but it's a missable shot to pot this in the middle and come
Yeah,
back
definitely.
out.
You just want to come just past where the white is now.
Yep. Oh, yeah, they played that well. Oh, he's come too far.
No, that's alright.
Screw straight back. So you want to have the right angle here to get on the black nicely. So that's not the right angle.
No, that's nice.
Can stun off that.
Yeah.
Okay, the red's not on the rail. Sorry, look.
You got two options.
Looking
You
at
can,
the
you
table,
can
I
either
thought
stun
the
it
red
back
was on
or
the rail.
run it through with top left and go off the top and side rail. Looks like he's taking the stun option.
Stun off one, yep. I didn't realise it was off the cushion until I looked at the table.
Just needs to cue this black nicely for a 4-2 lead. There you go. Angles takes a 2 lead advantage.
It's just unlucky that Ben jumped up on the black. He gave Angles a chance, and Angles
He did it, yeah.
Angles had to do a bit of work, but he got there. Took a risk punching it into the middle and pushing the angle.
Angles is making an absolute mess of that score sheets over there. Scorecards.
Wonder if he remembers what the score is. Everyone's waiting in suspense while Angles resets up the scoreboard.
He'll probably set it up 6-0 in his advantage.
He's got a red straight in the middle. And looks
Made
like a
couple
yellow
of
dropped in
balls.
as well.
How's the layout?
Oh no, 2 reds. He's got to put a yellow to be on yellows, and yellows aren't that great, but they've got control of the black. Really, there's only one difficult yellow, isn't there? And you got control.
Yeah, depending how he's feeling. If he's feeling good, he might even just have a crack at putting this one to this top right and then running the white straight into it. And trying to
It's a risky
make
shot
that
because
ball
you're not on
first,
yellows
yeah.
yet. Yeah, so now he's got the angle off
Yeah,
this
no, that's
one.
a smart shot.
Yeah.
Make sure of the first pot and then leave yourself an angle to play the
Now
same
he's
shot.
got the right. He's got good angle here to do it off both balls. He can
Yeah.
cut this one thin in and run into it, or he can cut this one half ball in and come round into it.
Oh, yeah, definitely taking
This
this
is
one.
the right one. That's a great shot.
He's landed perfect on the
He's
yellow
got the
being
angle to score
developed.
across.
Yeah, just stun across just past that red ball. Ooh,
Just pull
it's
it
a
up.
bit of an awkward angle. It's an awkward angle.
I think he'll leave that now, and he'll go for another ball and try and get a better angle on it.
I don't know. I think he might just screw it off the side rail and try and land pretty much where he is. So he's just taking his medicine,
Okay.
just played
He
it,
can see that ball
left
underneath
himself
the reds.
the yellow to the bottom right.
So
Just
I
got
don't
to be
think
a
you
little
can
bit
hold
careful
this.
here that the white ball doesn't come back and hit the reds and then kill the yellow, because the plant of the two reds is heading the angle to kill the yellow. And he has done that, he's killed the yellow.
And I don't know if he's even on the other yellow. That was.
I think he might just be on it, but he doesn't have he's not on the left side of the yellow, which is the side you needed to be on to actually land on your last yellow.
Could you play this like you played the swerve shot with a heap of left, so it comes off the side rail and comes past the black? You know,
Yeah, it's hard to tell the angle.
he's looking like he can screw straight through.
I wonder if he can screw it pretty much straight back of the line that he's going in on, and it'll come back between the two reds.
So close for the in off.
Oh, he did have enough of
perfect.
the left-hand side of the
Yeah.
ball to get around it.
And now the black's got to go in the corner.
If it goes in the corner.
Otherwise, you could stun it and come past it and put it back in the right middle.
Yeah, that makes it quite harder.
I think that black's only got a couple of pocket options. Yeah,
so
no,
I think
you're right. It
he
doesn't
just
go in the corner looking at the
looks
table.
like he just has to play this with just cue it nicely and run the wide out, like you said, to the opposite pocket.
He's underhit it. I think he was looking at playing it off the red.
I don't know, I think he just tried to stun out, but I think he just got a bit too much bottom on it.
I think so. Now he's looking at the kick shot to put it back in the right middle.
Looks like he has to put a touch of left on this to straighten it back up. Yeah, he did need to put a touch of left on it.
Okay, here we go, Benny. This is your chance, and they're all on. Ben should make short work of this.
And with two shots here, he'll make light work of these ones.
So he's going to play the one into the corner and just bounce off the top rail and back out.
Yeah. He's probably going to try and land on the ball to the same
Straight
pocket.
back out.
Yeah.
Yep, perfect. Looks like he just has to play a bit of check on this, or he can just
Nah, I
drift
think
out
it's
for the
just
other
a
ball.
bit of top and naturally cross.
And
He'll just run through with it. So he's just
screw
going to
back.
stun
Yeah,
it.
I think
He's
he's
just going to
straight.
stop it where it is.
Yeah, just off straight. Stun this in for a nice easy black.
Oh, he's
Second
missed it.
visit.
Like he had two shots.
Using them both.
Alright, so he claws one back.
Just going to have a bit of a break for a second, guys. Alright, Ben Foster to break. He's potted the black on the break, so that's a null and void break, so Ben will break again.
Ben actually changed his break up there. He went to the right hand
Benny
side
broke
of the
the
table.
first one and potted the black on the break, so it was a null and void break, so Benny had another break again.
Oh, okay.
So,
Did he break from the right hand side both times?
no, left hand side the first time.
Yeah, okay.
So he changed his break up, did he?
Yeah, he broke from the right hand side then.
There you go, so he looks like he's got a red, but they're all clustered again. He keeps getting these big clusters.
He might be able to play the plant now. The red that he's closest to, play a plant to the...
He's opted to take reds, so he is looking at that plant you're talking about, and he'll automatically be on him, so it's definitely the opportune moment, isn't it? Oh, great shot.
He's played it nicely. Looks like he just has to play this one that's closest to the cushion and just check it up slightly and then get a cannon on the top red of them three.
Yeah, run into the red, that's the best shot, isn't it? Because it's going to push it over the middle if anything.
Yeah, it'll probably land you on 3 balls then.
Then you use one of them to get to that bottom ball. In this scenario, you wouldn't use the bottom ball as your last ball, would you? You'd really want to get rid of it early, don't you?
I think in this scenario, I think you have to use it as your last ball.
Okay. So he's having a look to see if that red ball goes. He's looking to see if it goes in the middle, so then he can just pot them without moving anything. Yep, so he's got the check on it. Chip.
Yeah, he's just got
That's
the
enough.
Flick enough.
Yeah. The way that they've landed now, you have to leave it till last. So you just got to leave yourself a good angle on that, on one of the balls to get down there.
Yep.
So you take the bottom of these two reds first,
Yeah, definitely.
and then do you go to the middle and try and pick an angle with the left
Yeah, I
over
think
ball
you
to get
play
down?
the middle one next and then leave yourself.
Leave
and
yourself.
just come off the side rail and run down.
Yep. So 2 rails.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, perfect. So now you can just
So
play
come off
2
the
rails for the
left-hand
red.
side rail and then the right-hand side rail. And
You really want to give yourself like a half ball, 3/4 ball angle on this, don't you?
yeah,
on this
you
bottom
want a
red.
slight angle on it. Any angle you can make it. So. You don't really want to be
Bounce,
having
bounce,
the one on
bounce,
the cushion
bounce, bounce.
though. Just makes the pot
Okay, so that
a little
that
bit
looks
harder.
that looks to me like you can just literally just pot that and you'll come out for the black nicely.
It's the right angles. A little bit harder being on the cushion, but in or over. Maybe he's played
Potted
it
that
nicely.
really well. He's queuing well.
Needs to bring it back to a 4-all. A 4-all.
So Benny's got the last 2, so putting a bit of pressure on Angles. Let's see how Angles goes. Really, Angles has got to respond here. Really wants to respond with a nice out or a... Terry's turning all the lights off on us. wants us to go home. I don't know if that helps the stream or makes it look worse. What do you reckon?
I think it's fine like that, yeah.
Big break. Oh, he's cannon the yellow in with the white. Sent the white round the table and cannon the yellow in.
The
He
yellows
hasn't
look pretty nice here.
landed on a starting ball though, unless that yellow goes in the middle, which I don't think it does.
I think it does go in the middle. It's just a matter of the
And,
angle that he has.
and if it doesn't, he's got to take one of those ones to the bottom, to the top left of the screen.
Nah, I think this definitely goes in the middle pocket. Well, maybe not looking at the actual table itself.
He's taking yellow, so it must do. If he doesn't, then he might take it to the top right-hand corner. It's not a bad shot.
Yeah, flies in.
Goes easy.
I think you just have to drop the one in the middle, leave yourself a slight angle to play the one on the rail next, and then pop the white out a little bit. Almost to where the white is at the moment is perfect. So he just wants to pop the white off the rail a little bit here. Then you can just drift the white ball out between the red balls.
Between the reds? Do you prefer to screw it, or do you prefer to screw it, or do you prefer to just go rail and then out?
I think you just play it naturally and you just have to bring the white off the cushion a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah. Looks like if he pots that, he's just going to land in the middle of the table.
Yeah, it's just going to drift between the two red balls.
Just collecting himself. Well, he's actually checked it up, which he didn't really need to do.
Yeah, it should be okay. Yeah, at least he's landed on. Give himself an angle. He's just.
See, I prefer to take outside ball here, and I play it with a drag shot. Do you?
Which ball?
I prefer to take the one closest to the cushion first, and I drag it. Do you just stun it? Stun the main one.
I screw off the side rail off the outside of the two yellows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the outside ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
Like that.
Nice shot. I don't think the black goes in the bottom right, so he's just going to roll through and play the black into the right middle here.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a shot I gotta play a bit more of, because I'd always done it the other way. It's pretty good. He's got a bit of angle, but hey, you should back.
Just make sure they didn't go too far and sneak himself.
Yeah, your back angles to get this.
But that's fine.
Nice shot. Great
nice out. So
and this is what grand finals are made of. As you said, they're both hitting the ball well and seeing the ball well, so this is going to be a good final.
Yeah.
Actually, we would have liked to seen this go to a 9 or 11.
Yeah.
Myself, but race to 7 all the way through.
So here he goes from the right hand side again.
Two yellows both misjarred each other from going in the middle.
And yellows look very nice here.
Yeah, and Ben's break's really good. He's just not getting the ball off the break.
Yeah, they're big breaks, but the white ball flies around a little bit. As a result, that's gone and off. And Angles has a good look at the table here.
Again, it looks like he's the ball in the middle on the left is going to be his last ball, and the one on the bottom is going to be his second last. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Either either, you can even play the one in the middle second last and just
Drift down.
screw down for the
Yep.
one on the bottom rail last.
So it looks like he's got the angle now. If he's on that ball, it looks like he's on it. The one to the one to the right middle can just roll it in.
Yeah, just gonna drop it in, then play the yellow that's closest to us to this top right pocket.
Yeah.
And just stun across for the next yellow in the middle, and then depending on the angle that he lands on, depends which way he goes about his last two yellows.
Yeah. That's what I thought you were going to say, depending on how the angle ends.
Yeah.
It's amazing, how difficult that a ball on the very top cushion can make it out, or the bottom cushion, either or.
Yeah.
So he just stuns across a bit here, and he wants to get a nice angle.
I think that rail ball is going to be his last ball.
Yeah. Nice angle on this to roll down and pick. He wants to land a little bit of angle running down the table, doesn't he? So he can just screw down.
The white ball pretty much dead in line from middle pocket to middle pocket.
Yep.
So that way you have the perfect angle just to screw down for the last yellow.
And if you do go too far, you can just screw off the rail, can't you? So you can just screw straight into rail, can't you, now? Which actually might help, because you're going to come straight down the line towards the yellow.
Yeah. It's all about just potting this yellow with the correct line to screw back.
Yeah.
It's just on it.
It's enough, but it's not an easy part.
It's just a natural pot though. The white's gonna have automatic position in the black ball, so you just gotta concentrate on the pot here, make the pot.
Yeah, exactly. Same as what Ben did before. You just pot the ball and white does, white lands perfect on the black no matter what. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, he's played it nicely here.
You can't tell how far it's off the cushion, but that must have been off the cushion.
Yes, it's go to the hill. Okay, so angle's on the hill, 6-4.
Alright, so Benny needs angle to go dry and run the rack.
Can he finish off with a master break? Tell by the body language he's starting to really feel it.
Oh yeah, Angles would be feeling good out there. He's been playing really well. He's run a few racks. He's not missing many pots. It's really the only thing that's really, putting Angles ahead of Ben is that Angles is getting balls off the break, isn't it?
Was that the white ball that went straight in?
I think it was,
yellow?
yeah. I think he done the white, yeah.
Okay.
So you play the red off the yellow to open it up, and then use the red to open up the yellow by the left middle.
Yeah, I think you play first red off the yellow into this corner pocket, and then leave yourself an angle on the red that is just above it.
Yeah.
Get down and get a cannon on that yellow to open up the one in the middle.
Yep, and then they're all on.
Yep.
The black's not simple, and when you play the cannon on that yellow, you don't know if you're going to kill it on the black.
Pocket.
Otherwise, yellows aren't too bad. Your main one's that same one. You could just start on yellow and just screw straight back into the red and yellow.
Ooh.
So is he giving himself the angle to get into it now?
Is he? Here and then leave himself an angle on the one on the top rail to pretty much
do the same shot.
Straight back down and try and get a fat contact on the yellow above the red.
Yep. One thing you don't want to do is hit the red, because if you hit the red, you're going to kill the black.
Yeah, it looks like it's gone a little bit too far to It's actually a little bit more trickier now. Yeah, he
He's
wanted
got
to.
the
He
black.
wanted to
The
have
black. That's it.
actually a
He's
bit
on
more
the red
angles.
to the corner. Look at
He's
that.
yeah.
What a
That's actually
shot.
that's actually not a bad result.
That's a nice result.
That is not a bad result.
You just got to make sure of the pot here, because all the other balls link.
He's not even playing it.
Well, it
Didn't
must
even
pot.
look at
I
it.
think it. I think it pots to the middle because he's playing it like it does.
No, it definitely doesn't pot to the middle.
I don't know.
Definitely not.
It's very deceiving, isn't it?
He's on it now.
You just
I
roll
get-
it in, don't you?
Yeah, but just rolling it in, you're not actually going to be landing on a ball.
Well, the ball to the middle pots and the ball to the corner pots. If you roll this in,
But the one in the corner you're probably going to be snookered on. The one in the middle you're going to have actually a really fine cut on it.
that's why he's not
So
putting it then.
He might actually play it with a bit more pace and top through almost to the top of the table here to leave himself on that one on the bottom right.
He's just going to play the red in the middle of the table off the yellow and red to open it up. That's what I think he's going to do. See this red that's near the middle of the table now?
Yeah, he hasn't.
He's going to play that off the yellow or the red into the middle.
Well, you have to play it off the yellow if you're going to play it off any, because if you play it off the red's going to be coming down the table to this yellow that's over the pocket.
Yep. He's having a good look at it.
I think he had to play that red while he was on it.
Yeah. Like you said, I think he saw that you couldn't get on the other balls. Congratulations. Can you do it later? Can you pot this red in the middle now on the right hand middle and take the white round table into the yellow and red?
Yeah, like you said, you don't really want to hit the red though, because you're trusting a bit to luck there. You want to make sure that you get the yellow rather than the red.
Like that.
Just got past it.
Wowzers. That's nasty. It just nipped that yellow and changed everything, doesn't it? You just got to play off this yellow, off this red, don't you? Just try and. I can't see how close he is. If he's.
I think he just has to
nip off it.
and try and leave the. Might be able to come across.
That's not a bad leave.
Yeah, it's not great though.
No.
Not great. Angles has two options here. You can either go for it on playing that one on the near the middle of the bottom rail to the bottom right and have crack a go on game, or the yellow that he's closest to, just run it up and stick the white on the yellow. Depending how he's feeling good, so he's going to have a crack at this one.
Well, he's on the hill. So I reckon he'll have a big crack. I think he's on that yellow now by the reds. So he can pot that and come out for the one in the middle of the table.
He actually hasn't landed too well here. I don't know if that one in the middle of the table actually passes to the middle pocket or not. Oh yeah, I think it does. Yeah.
The question I'm wondering is, does that yellow near the red plant? Does it plant onto this yellow at the top here?
I think the yellow's a little bit too far out from the pocket to be wanting to play a plant on it.
Okay, so he's putting this in the middle now. You can't really get to the bottom of the white, so how does he get the white there?
No, I think he's just going to drop this in. I actually think that he's going to play this yellow off the red to give himself the angle to screw into the two yellows that are on the side cushion.
Yeah, he likes these shots. Plays them all the time in black ball. Just develop them all.
So could be some balls flying here. Well, he's had enough angle to go straight into it.
That hasn't really helped him unless he's on this yellow to the corner.
If he's on that yellow to the corner,
That's awesome. Or
It is, but it's a tough shot and it has to go.
yeah, but I reckon if he's on it, he'll take it because that's his only difficult ball.
Yeah.
That's crazy. He's just picked the gap. He's missed it. He's actually jumped up on it.
The plant's on. So, a good opportunity here for Ben to get it to 6-5.
So this plant's on, so you can just pop this and drift round off 2 rails.
I think he would just drop.
I just drop it in softly. Ooh.
Oh, he's played that bad.
Ooh. Now he's got to play the double on the red and screw down the bottom to the bottom rail.
He's going to double this and screw back, yeah.
Ooh.
He's not happy with himself.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Instead, just play it softly so that you can use the second ball to get back up for the red, instead of trying to pot that and come round and get up for the other one.
Now I see where the black is. The shot that he played was correct, but he just
Didn't get above it.
He played it with stud or bottom, but I felt we just need to play it almost naturally with top and run around the 2 rails to come back up.
Okay. It's not over yet. I mean, Angles has got to get on that one difficult yellow below the black.
Yeah, the black is a little bit tricky.
He's going to try and screw down into the black now. I don't think he's got the angle.
He's just going to come back pretty much to where his hand is now. And then
he's on it. He's on it. He can just roll it in now. He's landed on it.
I think he's going to play the one that's near the red at the moment and then stun off the side rail and then just land a little bit closer to the yellow than where he is now.
This is an in or over shot no matter what. He'll be on the double.
Yeah, I wonder if he's just going to drag this in or if he's just going to play it across and run the white across off both side rails to land on the middle pocket.
Yep, he's playing top on it. He's plotted it.
Yeah.
Oh, he had the angle. He can just play
yeah,
the
he
pot.
sort of had to commit there and run it right across.
Yeah.
Or play it with drag and take the pace out of the cue ball.
This is a big cut.
I feel like you're almost better playing the double if it's on, because then you can just run the white through to the side rail and Ben's got no.
I feel the white is coming across the line of the double from this shot.
Yeah, I think it might just be as well.
He's really anxious about this shot. This is a big shot.
This is a tough shot.
I think you just got to commit, don't you? You don't care about the white, you just commit on the pot.
Yeah.
Or you can just bounce the black and leave it. I mean, Ben doesn't have an easy out. He's got it.
He's got it, nice shot.
Committed to it.
So that's it. Luke Angles is your West Coast Open winner for 2020.
Really came down to the break, I reckon.
Yeah,
Angles seemed to get all the balls off the break, and Ben was opening his breaks up big, but wasn't getting the ball. So
yeah, and a few uncharacteristic misses and positional misses from Ben as well in that match. But
all right, guys.
Angle found good form at the right time and takes it out.
Sure did. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll catch you at the next tournament.